Hey, look who's back on the show. Did you know, I gotta read this first. Did you ever know every second Thursday in November is International Tempranillo Day?
Yes, nice job.
Angelo Aiello from Aiello Wine Group back on the show. Because that's the thing. So, Tempranillo is a grape from
Spain.
Okay.
It's indigenous.
And when you see words like that is hard to pronounce, when you're going to the LCBO or wherever you're getting your wine, it intimidates you. You're not going to get it because you don't know how to pronounce it.
Right. I think that is part of like understanding old world is understanding regions and grapes because they are very challenging to say, and the labels are also very confusing. Okay. It doesn't say Cabernet Sauvignon on the label or Tempranillo. It'll say the region, which is one thing you'll notice on all of these labels. It says Rioja, and that's how you say the region, Rioja, and Tempranillo is grown in Rioja. So you can become familiar with the region by starting off with a Cabernet Tempranillo blend. This is a very easy to read label, a very wonderful wine. It's all the wines from this region, from the Rioja region, are aged in old oak and new oak. So they have this incredible softness to them and approachability, which is why I love Spain so much. And that wine's $11.95.
Right.
It's delicious.
And that's what we like to hear, right?
Yeah,
we want
exactly.
good value wine when we're going in and
everybody wants to. You want to spend money on wine, and you want to know why, right?
Yeah.
The next two wines, three wines actually. This is vintages released, but these two wines are readily available in the Spanish wine section. They're Montecillo, so just like Tempranillo, you say Montecillo.
Montecillo.
Yes.
So is Montecillo the grape?
Now that is the producer.
Okay, Montecillo is the producer.
Right.
So Rioja is the region.
Yes.
Tempranillo is the grape.
Yes.
So that's so anything on this table, Tempranillo is the grape.
You got it.
Okay, and then the different regions. There's so much to remember.
Yeah, wine is very confusing.
But once you start to get it, and once you know those grapes, like the Cabs and the Merlots and Tempranillos, right? Then you can kind of
the Tempranillos, exactly. Okay. Well, we got a Tempranillo here to try. Right. So this is one of my favorites right now. I know it's fancy, hand blown.
Should you always be decanting? Like when to decant, when not to decant?
You can decant all the time.
Right.
I'm a big fan of being elegant with wine, and you can decant everything. Technically, Pinot Noir, softer Pinot Noirs are the only red grape you don't have to decant, and you don't have to decant anything if you don't want to. But decanting really opens up the wine because it's. I always say wine is kind of trapped in a bottle, so you want to open it up and air it out. And this is beautiful little hand blown Riedel glasses. Yeah, it's
good color
definitely a fuller-bodied wine, but it is soft from the oak treatment. This is 18 months in old and new oak.
I can't get that yet, like that.
The swirl?
Well, I can do it on like the table. But then,
Then do it in the air?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's in the wrist. Loosen your wrist up a little bit.
Right, okay.
Anyways, that'll be our next episode, teaching Tim how to swirl. So swirling and then smelling. And this Montecillo is just one of my favorite wines because not only is it aged in old oak from the old world, you look really cool opening up a bottle from old world and understanding the name, the grape, the region. It's also from 2011, so we're looking at an older wine here, which is unique also to the world of wine. Particularly, this bottle is $17, 10 bonus air miles right now as well. But it's just wonderful softness to it, and it is a stunner for me. It's one of my top
What are we smelling here?
You're probably going to smell some strawberries and soft leather.
Okay. Because that's what I smell it. I'm just like, yeah, there's something there. And then when somebody says something, you're like, oh, yeah, I can smell that.
The power of suggestion.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Smelling wine and talking about what you smell is the hardest part about wine. I mean, drinking it's the easy part.
So let's do the easy part. Okay, nice. Yeah.
So softer tannins. You're looking at a grape that's fuller bodied but softer. We decanted it. It's really nice.
Right. Under a minute.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So then we have a vintages release, which is vintages comes out every now and then with some great wines that they handpick, and they come in and out of the system. So this is Izadi. It's a 2012. It's $20. Vintages release, another really lovely wine. And then I brought something that's winery only. So you can only get this at Stratus. It's an Ontario winery making Tempranillo. It's a $50 wine. It's delicious. And this is just something interesting from Ontario because Spain really owns this grape. It is.
Because how hard is it to grow this grape in Ontario?
Yeah, it is challenging. Spain has a continental climate because they're inland between mountains and a river, so they definitely do it the best. Right. But Stratus does a very good job of this.
But it's pretty rare for a VQA too.
Yeah, 100%. It is very rare. Yeah.
So so that's the most expensive, 50, but then the cheapest is 11, and then what were these in here?
These were all 20. So
20,
17, 18, and $20. Right on. So a nice way to spend a little bit more and get a lot for your dollar.
What is it every second Thursday in November?
It's Tempranillo Day.
Right. Okay. Is this is
the thing.
Tempranillo Day. Happy Tempranillo Day, everybody. Angela Ale, you're the best. Cheers. Cheers to that.